and welcome back to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10 right here on a Wrestle Debate. Big show today. We've got Banks v Bayley in a rematch. We've got Jey Uso and Roman Reigns together after they aligned last week. And we've got more Survivor Series qualifying matches. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Started off with the Women's Championship match. Banks dropped Bayley on the apron early on. Back in the ring, Bayley got some near falls after she took control on the outside. Before Bayley then countered a Banks powerbomb attempt and sent her into the announce desk before the champ hit her elbow drop on the ring. Bayley and Banks reversed each other's finishes for a while before Bayley brought a steel chair in. It didn't work. Banks hit a backstabber and then a bank statement combo to pick up the victory, and this was a great match to start the show. And after the match, Carmella made her return and attacked Sasha Banks. I'm going to give this 7.5 out of 10. I was just expecting a screwy finish within a few minutes, but no, we didn't get that. Really good match, and hopefully they can go their different directions till Mania now. Is that too much to ask for? Paul Heyman took Jey Uso away from an interview with Kayla Braxton before King Corbin attacked Rey Mysterio as they went into a match together. Rey Mysterio was out in his street clothes. He had so much on his mind he didn't have enough time to get dressed. Rey was dominating in the ring, but Seth Rollins' music hit and he came out to watch the second half of the match. Rey was still on top before he set up for a 619, hit it before Rollins came down to the ring, attacked Dominic, and caused a distraction, meaning Murphy and Aaliyah came out, and he took the end of days for the loss. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Probably the right result, and it was a screwy enough way to get to it, so it didn't harm Rey enough. Women's triple threat match was Ruby Riott versus Natalya versus Zelina Vega. All three competitors traded pinfall attempts early on before Vega avoided a diving senton from Ruby and planted her with a face plant Rana. Vega rolled up Natalya, but it was countered. Ruby Riott locked in an armbar to prevent Zelina from tapping. Just as Natalya let go of the sharpshooter, Zelina tapped a Ruby submission, and she's going to Survivor Series. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. To be honest, this really showed how weak this women's division is, below Banks and Bayley. Street Profits asked for advice from Big E on how to beat the New Day. Big E gave them the sarcastic answer before he moved on to Seth v Otis in a qualifying match. Rollins started off strong before Otis tossed him around, regaining control. Rollins was sent to the outside, and Murphy came out. Otis shrugged off most of Rollins' offense, and he was about to go on for the Caterpillar before Murphy got on the apron and Otis got distracted and went after him. Rollins hit the super kick and a stomp to pick up the victory. Aaliyah was furious, and Murphy said he's doing it for the greater good and you need to trust him. Interesting, I suppose. I don't really know what to make of this, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Lars Sullivan then cut a promo with Michael Cole. I can't tell you what he said because I fell asleep during it. All I know is that he was breathing very loudly before we went on to our main event, Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. Before the match, Owens called out Jey before the match began. Uso drove Owens into the steel steps before mauling him in the ring with punches. KO came back with a super kick and a cannonball followed up by a senton. Uso was almost pinned, but Reigns' music hit and the ref was distracted, allowing him to get a low blow and hit the splash for the victory. I'm going to give this a 6.75 out of 10. This was a really great match. Overall this week, SmackDown gets a 6.75 out of 10 for me. A fairly good show this week. Really enjoyed the opening match between Banks and Bayley. That exceeded my expectations. The Reigns stuff is great as ever. Really enjoyed all the qualifying matches. It's just that women's triple threat match that really bring the grade down a little bit. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.